I am not a big fan of messes or clutter, or general haphazardry. Keeping things clean, neat, and generally well organized is kind of a big deal to me. Of course, you would never know that if you saw my home studio office. But it's not for lack of trying. I'd like to think it's a kind of organized chaos. It all makes sense if you live in it. To a certain extent, I suspect you're the same way. Sure, you probably have a lot of things neatly arranged and categorized, you know, like in your living room or your kitchen or that little shelf above the master toilet. But I'd be willing to bet that most of the things you've organized would look kind of random or cluttered to most everyone else. Well, that's okay. You know where everything is, right? No matter how it looks, it all makes sense because you live in it. And of all the places you could live, well, this website isn't one of them. I mean, that'd be kind of weird. But hey, you're here! And I don't know if you've noticed this, but I appear to have written a lot of God Jots. I honestly didn't even really know that until I sat down to clean everything up and get everything ready for the big internet ball. Over the years, I generally haven't had a plan for what I'm gonna write or what I'm gonna say. I just sit down and start writing. Let my fingers go. And then I review it about 1,000,000 times and hand it to my wife to edit, show it to my daughter, and then, hand it to the pets, let them sniff it for a second. And then if it's still legible or otherwise uneaten, then I go ahead and publish it. The result is, well, a poorly organized mess of articles. How do you know what the focus is? Do you just pick a random article and hope you pick something that feels relevant to you? Even if it does, how does it fit into the big picture? And why is he wearing those stupid safety goggles? The whole point of God Jots is that it's supposed to be the opposite of intimidating. You shouldn't be confused when you come here for a visit. Unfortunately, my haphazardry might have gotten me into a little bit of trouble there. So I've done the best I can to organize God Jots into 3 different categories. What I call spiritual paths. Simply my way of illuminating what I believe to be the most important keys to living a fulfilling and spiritually connected life. Compassion means striving to understand your fellow man or woman, but it just as easily means knowing how to love yourself. As a result, it primarily focuses on your relationships with other people, particularly how to purposefully and intentionally interact with other people from a place of love. Empowerment includes self-reflection, understanding your own vices and how evil so easily manipulates and works within you, and what to do about the things you discover. Purpose is about recognizing God's work in you, and the reason you're here to begin with. I hope that by organizing everything into these spiritual paths, I've made God Jots a whole lot easier to read and digest, with at least some semblance of a bigger picture and a purpose to it all. If this works for you and you find yourself wanting more, you're going to want to know when I publish new content to God Jots. I suggest you subscribe to get all those updates and more, including exclusives and other bonus content. And please don't be afraid to like, comment, or share. Even drop me a line. I'd love to know what you think of God Jots. All right, I'm gonna shut up now and let you do this thing. Just pick a path and go to it. Have fun. Again, I'm sure we'll talk soon. God bless.